about moments. You have the ordinary moments. Those are little touches on your cheek. They come, they caress you, and they slip by without you even realize that they're gone. And then there are the second ones, the good moments, the happy moments, the euphoric ones, that every time you think about it, they're like a warm hug, you know, it just brings a smile on your face. And I'm pretty sure your Facebook, your Instagram is full of those moments, testifying, each picture testifying to that moment. And then you have the last ones, the bad moments, the painful ones, the ones that come like a storm, shake you up, and change you forever. So ladies and gentlemen, today, my speech is a celebration of a bad moment. In fact, think about it, it's probably the worst moment of my life. Now, before we get any further, just to shake things a little bit, I would like to ask every single one of you a question, and I would like to know what you guys would probably do if I put you in that situation, right? So, this is the question. So, I'm going to come up to you, each one of you, and those people I don't know, I would come up to you and I'm going to shake your hands. And maybe those people who already know, I'm going to come up to you and probably give you a hug. Okay, that's scenario number one. And then, option number two, is that I'm going to come up to you, every one of you, and just look you straight in the eye, and then I'm going to punch your face. That's right. And you know what? If you're lucky, I might even break your nose, you know? So tell me this. Now the question is, a week later, maybe a month later, which version of me are you going to remember? Option one. Anybody? Option two. There you go. That's what I thought. If I were me, I would remember that dangerous girl. So that's right, people. Bad moments are moments of impact. They come and they leave an impact. So my moment, that very difficult moment, was a few years ago, in the year of 2012, January, and I was sitting at the dining table, and right in front of me were three envelopes from NUS, NTU, and SMU. And those were thin envelopes. And if you guys know what thin envelopes from colleges mean, that means a letter of rejection. You didn't get into that college. So I'm sitting there and I'm opening it, and of course I got rejected. And I look up and I see my father standing right there, and I'm unable to, meet his eyes. And I am so filled with fear, and I don't know what I'm going to do next, right? Because I got rejected by all three universities. Now, if you knew me, up until the point of A-levels, I was a straight A student. Not a B, not a C, but a straight A student. All the time. I only knew how to do well in studies, right? I wasn't talented much anything. No, I wasn't good at singing or dancing, but I could talk and I could do well in studies, and that was it. But for the first time in A-levels, I got an F in chemistry. One subject, and the rest I just managed to script through. But, none of the local universities would want that. So I didn't get in to any of the university. So I got rejected, and I'm looking at my dad, and my dad says, all right, Thendral, come on, let's go for a walk. So my dad and I, we go on this walk, and he doesn't say anything, right? We're walking, and I just look at my dad, filled with fear, and he's not saying anything, and I look up, I go, Dad, you're not going to say anything? And he goes like a long pause, he goes, what can I possibly say to you? What can I possibly say to someone who can't pass the 12th grade, who can't get into university? What can I possibly tell you? You're a failure, I expected a lot from you. You were always an A student, I don't know what to do with you. You know what? And true words, and I was just walking with him, I was just hoping, right, secretly hoping that he was going to say something, telling me it's going to be okay. He'll tell me what's next, but he tells me, you're a failure. And you know what? I don't see a point beyond this. I don't know what you're going to do with your life. Get a job, do something, but you spoiled your own future. And my dad did this that I didn't expect him to do. He walked away. And as I watched my father walk away from me that day, you know who it was? It was the dad who was there for me for every award show, for every single competition I was there, for every speech day, and he was there cheering me in the crowds. I was Daddy's little princess till that point. And that man was walking away when I got my first failure, first F. So things changed a lot after that. You know, that moment. It was weeks, months of not knowing what to do. Then I had to do nothing great. I just got myself a job. I joined a call center. I got myself a job. The pay was terrible, but I worked. It wasn't getting me anywhere. Then I got myself a second job. I went to work in the shopping mall. I was a sales assistant. So I worked literally 7 days a week, and I would just go back home and sleep. That's what I did. And I did that for like 4 to 5 months, right? And then a few months later, then I got myself a job in an office. So every weekday, I would work in the office, and weeknights, I would teach tuition, and then on weekends, I would work in the shopping mall as a sales assistant. And ladies and gentlemen, I did that for 10 months in a row, and come July 2012, right, my bank balance was enough to get me into SIM and pay for 3 years of college and not have to worry. I did that, ladies and gentlemen, because of hard work, because of that moment. And if I'm standing here right here today, that's because my dad decided to let go of my hand that day, and only then did I realize what it's like to land on my own 2 feet, right? So if I would like to all of you to think about your own moments in your life, especially the bad moments, and think to yourself, you know what, bad moments are never the end. It's just the beginning. If you stay positive and if you use it to your advantage, trust me, I would know. Thank you very much.
Now we're going to observe 1 minute of silence.